And moving on to debate number 2, there's a controversy surrounding a conference that is to be held on the 22nd of June. And this is a conference, the subject of which is Lord Murugan. Now, this conference is being organized by the Hindu Munani, an organization that has been founded by an RSS functionary of the name Ramagopalan. And despite the fact that the DMK itself had organized a conference on Murugan last year, they have said that this is some kind of an attempt by the BJP and, of course, the Hindu Munani to spread, their ideology. They've called it a Sanghi event. That's a statement coming in from DMK Minister Shekhar Babu. Listen in.
Murugan is the Tamil god. So far, they don't know what there is a god called Murugan. They were calling him in different names, in Sanskritized names. Subramanian. When he was the president, L. Murugan, he took a walk with having the Murugan's veil. What happened was they lost everything. Because the people know that they are cheating the people of Tamil Nadu in the name of Murugan. So Murugan is used now for their political end, not for his godliness.
எங்கள் முருகன் இப்போ இல்லையே பல ஆயிரம் ஆண்டுகளாக எங்களுக்கு இறையாக இருக்கார். அன்றைக்கெல்லாம் உங்களுக்கு கண்ணுக்கு தெரியலையா? கேட்குறதுக்கு சொல்லுங்கள். இந்த முருகன் நேற்றா வந்தாரா? திடீர்னு வந்தவங்க சாய்பாபாவா? இப்போ திடீர்னு பல ஆயிரம் ஆண்டுகளாக எங்களுடைய இறை.
Now, while the Madurai Police have denied permission for the event, citing law and order concerns, the BJP says that one excuse or the other is being found by the DMK government in the state to stop the conference, and they've also, of course, come out to criticize the mindset of the DMK. Listen it.
DMK has been extremely anti-Hindu in their mindset. They cannot tolerate any functions which are being conducted by any organization which will promote Hinduism and the culture. We are proud to be Sanghis. There is nothing wrong in being Sanghis. Rather than being sympathizers of IS like what your government is being right now. This is not a political gimmick like what you people do. This is from the heart, from the soul. We're doing this for the God, for the Lord we believe in, and it's going to be a huge grand success, and you're going to see it.
The freedom to worship is given by the Constitution, but what the DMK says and what they act as if they are the custodian and they own the copyright for devotion and worship is nothing sort of funny. At one side, it is their parent organization DK which belittle the fundamental faith of Hindu religion. This is the DNA of DMK. But when somebody else try to do it, it becomes politics. And they say it is debating people based on religion.
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
All right, we take this across to our guest. Joining us with us is Kovai Satyan, spokesperson of I.N.D.I.A, C. Rajshekharan, lawyer from Chennai, is with us. Tehseen Poonawalla continues on debate number 2. Dr. Pula Rao, journalist, is with us. And of course, I stand corrected as it's YG Madhuvanti, leader of the BJP, who's joining us at the moment. YG Madhuvanti, your response to what DMK has been saying. The police in Madurai has cited law and order concerns to deny the permission for this conference. Your response to that, YG Madhuvanti.
Good morning to you, Madhavji, since you're in Switzerland. I just said good morning to you. And this is too funny. I mean, I'm at the end of my chair laughing because the same DMK suddenly took the veil and conducted a seminar on Murugan very recently. And the same HRNC minister said in a press meet recently that 7 to 8 lakh Hindus came for that event. And their own minister, Mano Tangaraj, says that Hindus who visit temples are not cultured. They do not have any culture. They use the word Nagarigam in Tamil, which means no culture. So I don't know what they are talking about. It is just the fear of the DMK. They know they are on a losing wicket and they know they are just going to crumble like a pack of cards. So they are very, very worried. And this is an act of insecurity, if you ask me. I don't understand what is the problem. The job of the police and the government is to provide safety and make sure that there is no law and order problem. How is it that you coolly preempt a law and order problem? So did you preempt this law and order problem when you had the air show in Marina where 5 people died? There was no preemption then. Why is there preempting now? I don't understand. You are afraid. You are mortally afraid of the I.N.D.I.A alliance. Okay. You are scared you're going to lose the election in 2026 and you are anti-Hindu. And that is what is leading to this insecurity. And I don't understand.
Let me bring in other panelists as well now. Let me bring in C. Rajshekharan. One second. C. Rajshekharan, the point being made is this. How is it possible or morally justifiable for the DMK, which held the same similar sort of conference on the same god just a year ago, to deny permission to its political rival? What is the basis of saying that either that there will be, some kind of law and order situation? What is the reason for allowing a same conference for the DMK to conduct under the aegis of the HRC, but not allowing the Hindu Munini to do so? Please respond, Mr. Rajshekharan.
Madhav, see, first and foremost, I'm not the spokesperson of DMK, but fact of the matter is, here the issue is not with Lord Murugan. Here the issue is not with Hindu religion. It is the fanatic Hindutva forces who are fringe elements, who are trying to divide the state in the name of religion and God, shouldn't be allowed. That is my take. Secondly, you should understand, BJP has the habit of using gods.
One second, Mr. Rajshekharan, you're ideologically opposed to the BJP. One second. You're ideologically opposed to the BJP and RSS. That is, you're entitled to that view. But how can you stop them from carrying out a legitimate conference?
See, I'll tell you, please. See, I'll tell you, when there is a problem, see, it is the difference between Hindu religion and Hindutva forces and fringe elements. We are talking about the Hindutva forces and the fringe elements. The fringe elements are capable of creating law and order problem in the state where it is a peaceful state. And the police has the right and prerogative to deny permission on merits and intelligence input. When something negative happens, recently we saw in the celebration of RCB in Bengaluru, 13 people died, and it is very unfortunate. And like that, something negative should not happen in the interest of the common man. And
Mr. Rajshekharan, tomorrow if they approach the courts and the courts grant the permission, what will you then say? What will you say in that situation, Mr. Rajshekharan?
See, I'll tell you. No, I'll tell you, if the courts grant permission, yes, the police has to listen, but there will be some kind of instructions and directions from the Honorable High Court that saying that you have to provide this, they have to give an undertaking. All this will follow. And then the safety measures will be hyped. And all this now,
the High Court to provide instructions.
How much crowd will
Wonderful.
come. This is the polarization.
Wonderful. The police can still give conditional permission, sir. The police can still give conditional permission if they really are interested in allowing them to go ahead and do so. However, the allegation is that this is high-handedness on part of the government. So let me bring in Kovai Satyan. Kovai Satyan, do you accept this argument that if the court grants conditional permission, then it will be fine? Otherwise, these are people who have created problems, therefore should blanketly not be given permission for this event. Do you agree with this logic, Mr. Satyan?
Good evening, Madhav.
Madhav, please.
See, it is going to be a setback for DMK once the court pronounces verdict that they can go ahead with the event. Because it has happened for the RSS March as well earlier, wherein DMK was given the direction by the court to let them carry forward. The point here is, at one side, they preach social justice and equality. But clearly on the ground, what DMK does is, they do the religious polarization, not anybody else. There is a tag and there is a brand image on DMK that they are anti-Hindu. You have seen the leaders of DMK making derogatory remarks on the Hindu gods' religious beliefs on many occasions. Even the Prince Udaynidhi made a remark about Sanatan, where he backtracked up to some point of time. So this is the DNA of DMK. Now, they want to get out of this brand image that they are anti-Hindu. What they believe is, using the resources of HR and CE, by conducting events in the temples, the brand image will change. That's what their belief is. That's what they're desperately trying for the last 4 years with the help of the Minister Shekhar Babu. So which means that they say, we own the copyright of devotion. We own the copyrights of conducting any events with respect to the religious institutions. And even if I want to pray the Almighty whom I believe as per my beliefs, it seems that we have to take permission from DMK. That's what the narration is all about. And more importantly, the other side, other important point is, they want to keep their other vote bank happy since they have opposed this event. The major vote bank is the minorities. When 4 or 5 people of Hizbut Tahrir
who are a terrorist
Pulara.
organization, people can be arrested in Tamil Nadu under this DMK rule. There cannot be no law and order issue. But when an event of a religious belief happens, then it becomes fringe elements, then it becomes a threat of law and order, then it becomes a societal will be in disharmony. People will not live in peace. This is nothing but the pure appeasement of another vote bank.
Mr.
DMK
Pulara, now how much of
plays
this is
religious
about vote bank
polarization
politics at the end of the day? Because how a person chooses to believe in terms of how they want to worship, how can the state government have a say in that? And if ultimately, you're going to say that, there is a history to one particular organization, you will never grant permission. And that will be seen as nothing but politics that is being practiced. Mr. Pulara.
Okay, let's go back to Tamil Nadu. These cultural, religious, ideological divides are nothing new. Very, very dynamic movements have come out from Tamil Nadu, and they still continue. In the 1920s, 1930s, they come out. Those divides, language divide, cultural divide, all of them continue. And fortunately, my friends may correct me, these don't boil over into violence. They stick to statements, media, courts, very happy for that. And these are old divides, old memories. It may take some time for them to get over it. And as my friend just said, the DMK themselves are trying to show that they care for Hindus also. This also is a development, if he is correct. I also always believe that harmony will eventually take over there. And there is nothing wrong in having different opinions. And as far as permission is concerned, I believe they expect 5 to 7 lakh people or even more. That's what the media says. It's a huge crowd. And you just don't forget what happened in Bangalore. Maybe the police are being cautious. They don't want to go out on a limb and say, we are giving permission. Maybe the courts will intervene, as they usually do.
But we all know what happened, sir, in the past, where the High Court denied the permission. Tamil Nadu government approached the Supreme Court, and we all know the outcome of that. Because the courts have consistently held that there cannot be a blanket denial of permission to your ideological opponents.
They will definitely, from past experience, they will give permission, conditional permission or something, with conditions of law and order, safety, etc. What I want to stress is, as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, these movements, divides or difference of opinion have been gone long, a century old. And we shouldn't be surprised at it. And we should hope that eventually they will harmonize themselves through such give and take. So
nobody has a problem with an ideological divide, sir. Everybody has right to their ideology. The problem comes in when you become the ruling party and then you try and misuse that as being alleged by the BJP to deny permission. That is where the problem is. Let me bring in YG Madhavanti on that. Do you agree with Mr. Pulara when he says that these are all ideological issues that Tamil Nadu has been dealing with for the past 100 years? And
Sir,
I don't understand when certain leaders come out and say that Murugan is a Tamil god. There may be prominent temples of Murugan in Tamil Nadu, but he's worshipped across the country.
Sir, he's the god. He's the son of Lord Shiva and Parvati. I don't know if they remember. Lord Shiva resides in Mount Kailash, and Muruga has different names of Kartikeya and Subramanya and Kanda and Vadivela and so many other names also, Tamil and Sanskrit put together. I saw your DMK spokesperson, Mr. Ilangovan, say that they're Sanskritizing Muruga. I didn't know when gods have started becoming Sanskritized and Tamil of late, and this seems to be the DMK's latest amazing masterpiece of a statement. And I'm amazed to see Mr. Pulara, whom I have a lot of regard for, saying that there are ideological differences and then there will be harmony. I have my right to practice my ideology. Somebody else has his right or her right to practice their ideology. How can you force that once you become a government? When you're elected constitutionally as a ruling government, you're supposed to stay secular. Where is ideology here when you come to secular as a job of the government and the police to give us law protection and take care of law and order? When a private organization wants to conduct a conference, how is it that when a Hindu organization talks about this, suddenly law and order becomes the most important premise of the problem, sir? How is it that this doesn't come up when a Christian or a Muslim organization says we want to conduct a conference? They themselves go and hug each other and they give permission and they do everything. Why is it that when Hindu Munnani says this, you get afraid? What are you afraid of?
Mr. Pulara, please respond. Let's get a response from Mr. Pulara.
I think
what are you afraid of, Mr. Pulara? Question coming to you from Ms. Madhavati.
Any government of the day has its views. Elections have consequences. They're a government that is formed there. They take their views. Other state governments have taken different views. And we have to work across it, work with it, and get by. That is democracy. I'm not supporting them that they do like this or they don't do like that. This is part of democracy. They won the elections. Elections have consequences. I'm sorry to say that. We all see it. There are different governments come, different policies are there, attitudes are there. I didn't create it, neither did you create it. We have to work with it, work beside it, work over it.
So I'm glad Mr.
You know, let me bring in Tehseen Poonawala on this. Tehseen Poonawala, I don't understand this concept of saying that Murugan is a Tamil god. You know, tomorrow you will say that Tirupati Balaji is only for Andhra, or that Lord Ayyappa is only for Kerala. You know, what kind of logic is this? These are common worship traditions. There is a history of it. And of course, you also have claimed in the past that you are a Bhakt of Lord Shiva. Yeah. What would you say to the DMK when they come up with these kind of arguments? Tehseen?
Madhav, thank you. Finally, I have come in. Just a couple of points. I absolutely agree and concede to your point that Lord Murugan is worshipped throughout this country. In fact, throughout the world. We have his worshippers all throughout the world. But what gives the BJP RSS the right to try and appropriate something, because these festivals in this particular area in Madurai of Lord Murugan have been happening for centuries, Madhav, centuries. Centuries. Never has there been a communal problem, never. Now, I agree that there can be a problem between the DMK and the BJP, I completely concede to it. I also concede that there can be an ideological problem. I also concede there can be a political upmanship. But the only argument that the BJP is making, even on your show, is they bring in the minorities. What have the minorities got to do with it? But they can't do their politics without the minorities. Instead of attacking the DMK, they've gotten the minorities. There is a hill that they're making an issue about. The problem is, Madhav, there is a pattern with the BJP. Please bear with me 30 seconds. Look at any state ruled by the opposition.
I think,
let's
be fair. Their problem is not giving permission.
Madhav, 30 seconds,
everything else flows from there, right?
Madhav, 30 seconds, I'll expose them. Look at any state ruled by the opposition. Let's take the example of West Bengal and Tamil Nadu. BJP has won, or Kerala, 3 states. BJP will say the government there is anti-Hindu. For centuries there have been programs taking place for Hindus, fellow citizens, but they'll say it's anti-Hindu. They will say they are the only people fighting for Hindus. Why is this pattern everywhere in opposition states? Is everyone anti-Hindu? Number 2, has the DMK Congress government not organized the Lord Murugan Global Conference? Have they not renovated the 6 abodes of Lord Murugan? So they are also doing their bit. The BJP can contribute positively, but their whole argument is minorities. Even on your TV show, where does minorities come in?
You made this ideological point. I want Kovai Satyan, ADMK spokesperson, to respond to you, because he brought up that vote bank politics point. Kovai Satyan, you know, respond to what Tehseen Poonawala is saying.
No, right to worship and right to pray is a constitutional guarantee given to every Indian citizen. On what basis you say that this will have repercussions in the society, law and order issue, so that we can't let it happen? This is a blatant admission of the fact that you are trying to please somebody else. This is what we clearly say, is that when it comes to somebody else, or when it comes to you as a government which is running the HRNC by collecting the taxpayers' money from the Undis and spending it lavishly on constructing marriage halls, where even the High Court has come down heavily recently. On what basis you spend the temple money, Undial money on constructing marriage halls? Stop it. So when you have so much of mismanagement happening under your nose in HRNC department, when you spend thousands and thousands of crores to celebrate the almighty Hindu gods across Tamil Nadu, giving a picture that you are not anti-Hindu, you are pro-Hindu, what is wrong in somebody who is coming forward to celebrate their belief and their God whom they believe? And how can you put a tag saying that it will create a law and order issue?
So the question
what it
to
is.
Mr. Rajshekhar then is, Mr. Rajshekhar, you know, there are statements which are very...
Politics.
Okay, so that's a question for Mr. Rajshekhar as well. You know, the vote bank politics question apart, the fact is that extremely derogatory statements have been made as far as Hindus are concerned. And that is a serious issue of concern, because, you know, using phrases like dengue, malaria, etc. against, you know, a particular religion, that, as one of the BJP spokesperson was pointing out, you know, that nobody would do that in the case of other religions. Your response, Mr. Rajshekhar?
Madhav, it is not the question of Hindu, it is not the question of Muslim or Christian. It is the question of Hindutva forces, the fringe elements which are trying to divide the society, the community, the state for the benefit of politics. They are trying to polarize. See, Tamil Nadu is one of the most secular, moderate state with the majority people in Tamil Nadu are Hindus. 80 to 85% population are Hindus who are in all the political parties. But we don't fight among ourselves. It is the BJP, which is the fringe group of BJP, which is trying to divide.
By your logic, Mr. Rajshekharan, that means the rest of India, all the states are communal. Tamil Nadu is the only secular state, every other state is communal.
Allow me. You allow everybody, you interject me, you heckle me. Not fair. See, I'll tell you, the politics of BJP will not
you. I'm giving you. I definitely, this is a debate where you will be countered, sir. You answer the question. I'm asking you a reasonable question, is it not?
Tamil Nadu is a different state.
The import of what you say, Mr. Rajshekharan, when you say that Tamil Nadu is a secular state, fine, well and good, but so are all the other states of India.
No. BJP's political agenda will not work in Tamil Nadu because BJP has an agenda to polarize their votes and they want to enjoy by dividing the state into religious forces. The fringe elements are into action. The people of Tamil Nadu are brilliant intellectuals, literate population. They will not allow BJP to do politics in the name of God and religion. Lord Murugan is worshipped by everybody. And we will not allow BJP to do politics in the name of Lord Murugan temple. They use temples and gods for political means and ways. They want to polarize the votes in the name of God, which we, the people of Tamil Nadu, will not allow BJP to polarize the votes.
Ms. Madhavanti, your response to C. Rajshekharan.
Sir, he is going to watch in 2026, sir. He knows what he's saying is absolutely false. He has no choice. I feel sorry for him. He's a dear friend. He's going to watch what's going to happen in 2026. And then we will have this same discussion. But having said that, I do not understand where there is politics and polarizing our votes when a private organization requests permission for a conference on Lord Murugan. This is an organization that has conducted many such events in the past in this state. Hindu Munani is not some new up-and-coming fringe organization that has come up. They have been conducting processions for Lord Vinayaka. They have been conducting festivals for all the Hindu gods for so many years put together. So what is the problem in giving them permission? Isn't that the premise of this debate, sir? About why a law and order situation is being brought up, preempted, and permission being denied for a private organization to conduct this Manadu for Murugan. Nobody wants to give the answer for that. Everybody wants to talk about minority, majority, ideology, and polarization and politics. I don't understand.
I heard Madhavanti.
No, Madhavanti, I am sorry to say this. Your agenda will not work in Tamil Nadu. You cannot polarize the majority population of Tamil Nadu in the name of Lord Murugan, because all are intelligent voters and people of Tamil Nadu who believe in the God, and they do politics only in the name of development, not in the name of God as you guys do.
No, so Mr. Rajshekharan, is it your case that only one party can polarize?
So
only the DMK can make incendiary statements. Only they can come out and make controversial positions or put across the ideological point of view. Nobody else should, and nobody else can.
No, BJP has a habit of politicizing the vote bank in the name of religion and gods, which they have successfully done in other states. But in Tamil Nadu, it will not work. Their agenda, their plans will never work in Tamil Nadu, because the voters in Tamil Nadu are literate. They know what is what they want.
There can be an ideological battle. At the end of the day, every political party has every right to put out its point of view. The simple question that arises here is that there is a history of events not being allowed by the state government or the police on one pretext or the other. When these organizations then go to the courts, they are granted permission. And therefore, you have a situation where the BJP says that this is misuse of governmental powers. Is that right? Is that wrong? We leave it for our viewers to judge. I'd like to thank YG Madhavanti, Kovai Satyan, Tehseen Poonawala, Mr. Pula Rao, as well as C. Rajshekharan for joining us on this edition of the Newshour Agenda.
The News Hour at 10 will be right back after the break.
When the stakes are high and the answers are elusive,